that's what the circus does for all the oddities. It really allows them a place where they can be very confident in themselves, and they respect each other and love each other, and it gives them a safe space to be, which is really nice. Anne and Philip, fall in love. And it's basically, it's that kind of that tragic love story in a sense of like, there's always the factor of them not being able to be together because of literally the color of their skin. At the time, that was 120% not allowed. And it was, in fact, very dangerous. So the entire time, they're exchanging just looks. They don't even touch each other. They just look at each other. And even that is like hard for them to do, especially her, because she knows she's lived this her whole life, is, having to deal with racism, having to deal with that in her face, because as a black woman at the time, and so she's used to this. This is not something that is uncommon to her. So she's trying to, everything in her mind is telling her that that's a bad idea. It's dangerous. It's wrong. It's, it goes against everything that she's been taught. But she's slowly falling in love with the exact thing that she always thought hated her. Ben and Justin are incredible. Okay, they are young, they're fresh, they understand, music so well. And I think what's so cool about this is, even though it's set in the 1800s, right? And even though, it is a musical, and musicals kind of have their own sound, there's something about this one musically that is very modern and contemporary. Like, you could re-record any of these and it could go on the radio, as a pop song. And I think that that's kind of cool because it blends, then and now, and makes it understandable, tangible for people now. The dancing. I'm pretty sure hip-hop wasn't a thing yet, but there's lots of hip-hop dancing in this, which I think is really dope. Every word reflects what these characters are going through, what they're feeling, and so when you're singing them, you can really fall into the character, because it's just so, everything that they're feeling, it just is coming out. And so many people can relate to, those kinds of those songs. I know that there's a young woman or a young man who is going to hear this song and is going to need to hear "This Is Me," need to hear that, I'm brave, I'm bruised, I'm who I'm meant to be. Somebody needs to hear those words, and feel bigger and feel like they're a part of something. And so I just find it really cool. I don't really think there's anything like it. Like, we're literally flying through the air, and like, it's so cool to me, this love story, and it's this choreography that usually, when you have a love story in a musical and there's choreography, it all happens on the ground. But literally everything that happens is like flying in the air, me grabbing him grabbing me, swinging around, He has this way of like explaining things so vividly. He's like the best storyteller in the world. All the costumes are like, custom made costumes, and so beautiful and detailed and colorful, and and when it all comes together, somehow it all matches. It's weird, you know what I mean? It all kind of seems to make sense once you see it on camera. I think Hugh is perfect for this because he's so passionate about it. You know what I mean? Like, the passion that he has for the project, I think, is the same passion that P.T. Barnum had for his circus. He literally made this movie happen. He's wanted to create it and make it happen, and that's exactly what Hugh did, is he made this. We wouldn't be here if he hadn't put all his love and energy into the project, from the very beginning all the way through. And so to see him be so passionate about it makes everybody else on set want to work even harder. There's a billion different things that somebody can leave with that, and I just think that, everybody's going to be able to relate to it a different way, and hopefully leave with a very fantastical, magical experience, and just probably leave singing and dancing and,